threatening water crisis is taking a heavy toll on residents of Teshie, particularly in the Kam2 area. At the local clinic, nurses say the absence of running water has transformed routine healthcare into a daily struggle, with deteriorating sanitation contributing to the spread of infections within the facility.
Infection, because with the bed sheets, washing it is a problem. So I say spread of infection is really becoming high here, because we have to use water to wash the bedsheet before we can use it for another patient. But because we can't get water to wash the bedsheet, if the person lies on it and we see, oh, this one is not dirty, so let me let the other patient use it. Maybe you can't see it with your eyes that it's dirty, but it's really dirty. So infection is really a problem for us now.
To include to that, imagine wee-wee on wee-wee. Okay, somebody would have to use the washroom, and since there's no water to flush immediately, the next person will also have to do that until there's a pile up, and then we are able to flush. So there really is going to be an infection spread.
Health workers explained that the clinic frequently operates without water, making it impossible to wash bedspreads or disinfect washrooms after patient use. They say they are forced to buy sachet water with their own money just to provide basic care, a practice they warn cannot continue.
I had to go back home because I wanted to use the washroom, and then there was no water. And at that time too, there was no sachet water to buy. So I had to just rush, take a taxi, go back home, and then come back to the workplace.
Just imagine you having an antenatal or a mother who has delivered, and she really has to take her bath. You know, blood has a bit of a stench, so she'll have to take her bath. So we really have to fill the buckets. Yeah.
So you see, from patient to patient, you have to wash your hands. But because there is no water, sometimes you are tempted to use the sanitizer to wash your hands, and then too much of it too is not really good. And then the sanitizer, I don't think it really helps a lot, because if you are doing invasive procedures and use sanitizer and then go to another patient, cross infection. It's not really helping us, so they should do something about it for us.
We purchase water with our own pocket money, and we have to travel distances to fetch water. Sometimes 20 cedis a day for the gallons of water. So when you come to sachet, we spend like between 30 and 50 cedis.
The impact of the water shortage extends beyond the clinic. Food vendors in the community say the lack of water has forced many of them to halt operations, cutting off their primary source of income.
Oh, 50 down, 5 months now. I
haven't been able to cook and sell for about 5 months now. I have to travel to Osu and Labadi just to buy water before I can work. The situation is really serious, and the authorities need to do something about it.
Me try on is one me dali kranu titwe bi pera me dali na me bae na me benu aduane ahia me aduane kra me di benu anu krampo ensu aduane na me di benu anu
ye hu nyina ahihie pure water na yeto na ye di dware.
We are bleeding because we have to buy sachet water for domestic use. I've stopped cooking because I don't get water. I can't use unhygienic water to cook and sell. So for now, I've stopped working.
Me nto me mfa nso enye nton na yare nchi me na yare nchi me nua bia obeto nso obeto aduane no nti na insan aduane no mantome aye bio.
Residents also describe daily hardships, long walks in search of water, escalating costs of sachet water, and growing fears of disease outbreaks as basic hygiene becomes increasingly difficult.
A very difficult situation for the people of Suchuno Electra area, by extension, the whole of the municipality. Very precarious, very frustrating. People are supposed to go to work, but because of water problem, all of them has just decided to go search for water. So that is what many of them are doing. Many of them are entrepreneurs. Many of them are government workers. Me myself, as I'm speaking, I'm a government worker at the municipal assembly. But when I was coming, I was also called that this is the situation.
This morning I've delivered water to several people. It's very serious. Even what the bucket of water to even bath to work is a problem. To cook as well, yes. They are going through that. I think you heard it from my sister over there.
Nowadays, if we want to fetch water, unless we go to Tebibiano or Triblo, and the water price to some, they are selling it 5 cedi, 6 cedi, and things. So we are suffering. We are really suffering.
We've been suffering because of water. We've been going far places because of water. And as at now, we are still facing that problem.
So I no pay in Jala, Jen, say Jali. Say, some colonna be a square son of Pomudal Cosco, or Mobansa, so Mudra, saying, ye knew say the best Samamunti, or Mudaluco school by in Jalo, will be no more sad and some boy.
With healthcare delivery, livelihoods, and daily life under strain, residents are calling for urgent intervention, warning that failure to act could escalate the crisis into a full-scale public health emergency for the entire Teshi community.